got Greg Peterson on the line, of course, from Husker Online, as he's joined us for 35 of these deals, and also got Abby Barmore. Great to have Abby here tonight from Husker Online as well to break down Nebraska's narrow loss against Oklahoma on the road, 23-16, as the defense really stepped up, held OU in check much of the game after what appeared to be a pretty easy first drive. I thought, oh boy, here we go. Oklahoma took it right down the field, and then that was it for the entire first half for Oklahoma scoring in a 7-3 game. So the defense, it should be quite the matchup at Michigan State this week. That team's better than most expected as well. They're coming off a feel-good win at Miami where they dominated the fourth quarter and pulled away 38-17. So Michigan State, Nebraska. I like this one, Greg.
Yeah, I do too. And, you know, I'll tell you, I got off of my flight home from San Antonio Saturday morning, noon. It was about 12:10 or so, and I was walking by the monitor, and I saw 7-3 with like 2 minutes left before halftime, and I was like, "Oh my God!" You know, I drove 95 miles an hour home on the interstate to finally get home to see the last 2 minutes of the third quarter. So yeah, the way the defense played, my point is that I think they keep Nebraska in every single ball game left on their schedule. They have 8 games left, 5 against ranked teams. 5 of those teams are ranked this week in the top 25. And they know they have a tremendous opportunity in front of them right now. And it starts here in East Lansing. You know, you're playing against a kind of a different type of opponent that you've seen so far, a team that's going to run right at you. They got the number 1 running back in the country right now, and they've got a very stout defense. So a very complete team. And, you know, Nebraska's got their work cut out for them. It's going to be a very physical matchup. You know, you saw Nebraska play a very physical brand of football last week at Oklahoma, and you see how far it got them. And I think right now they're just licking their chops right now to go out there and just grind it with Michigan State. And I think you're going to see, you know, a very defensive ball game on both sides of the ball and a low-scoring affair. But I like Nebraska's chances going into East Lansing there Saturday night. Second week in a row, Nebraska's playing on grass too, which doesn't happen. Last time they played 2 games in a row on grass was 2014. So, yeah, they don't play on the grass that often, but I think they're really looking forward to this one.
Yeah, I think this is a great opportunity for them. And like you said, the defense really has that ability to keep them in, but now it's up to the offense and especially the special teams like we've seen now to actually help them win those games. So like we know you have to like score points in the Big Ten, especially in that red zone. Nebraska didn't have much success against Oklahoma in the red zone. They had to kick 3 field goals, missed 2 of them, and so those are points left on the board that could have been, you know, 21 points if they could have converted on those. So that's going to be an important part going into these games. In Michigan State, when they're close talent teams like this, it's probably going to be a fourth quarter game. And like we saw against Miami, Michigan State really dominated in that fourth quarter. So it's going to be important for Nebraska to carry on that momentum throughout the whole game.
Adrian Martinez played his tail off and committed no turnovers, both at the same time. So we're used to the first one, the latter, him playing his rear end off, and at the same time did not turn the ball over, excluding the one interception that was amazing. But I'm discarding that because when it's 4th and 18, you got to take a chance. You got to just throw the ball. And like Greg said, it was more effective than giving the ball up on an incompletion. So actually,
instead of making that unbelievable catch, he should have just batted it down.
Yeah, that was the.
I hate to say that, but
sure, he wouldn't have been on the highlights all over the place that night. He wouldn't
have been on Sports Center for 24 hours, though, would he?
Now, if he would have picked that ball off and then the next play they would have strip sacked Rattler in the end zone for a touchdown, and But yeah, that's just one rare occasion where the turnover actually helps you. So Adrian Martinez doing what he needed to do there, but very efficient on 19 for 25 or 289 yards and a touchdown pass as well.
And one of the bigger takeaways too that we haven't touched on yet is Nebraska was almost fully healthy with their receiving core. Getting Travis Vokalek back made a huge difference in the running game as well as the passing game. You saw Xavier Betts come up big. You saw Omar Manning come up with his first touchdown as a Husker with an unbelievable catch of his own. And, and then you saw a wrinkle where all of a sudden they're putting in a big 6'9" Teddy Prohaska, a true freshman offensive tackle, and putting a number 46 jersey on him and putting him out there at tight end too. So all of a sudden you got like 4, 6, 9 guys out there blocking on the edge, and Nebraska racking up a bunch of yardage that way, running the ball. So Nebraska's a different team when they got all those guys healthy. So that's just something you got to think about too moving forward that helps this offense immensely.